All right, I'll wait on 2 people. All right, how many people is going to watch this? Or should I put, I'm going to try this at this angle. Try to tripod at this angle, see what's going on. Try it out for tonight. I need 1 or 2 people. We can start this show. Alright, damn. I started too late. Hey, I was just talking to my little 3-month-old cousin. We had a full-blown conversation. He was giving me the baby tea, dang. Alright. Something told me to start at 9. Alright. I'll wait. I ain't gonna lie. I will wait. Sit there, look gorgeous and fabulous. Moving the legs. Okay, I like this. Ugh, I could just use this time. Okay, 1 person. Okay, is there gonna be another person before I start? All right. Hey, Keno, how you doing? I see you, baby. I see you, sweetheart. 2 people? Who else is here? 2? Can I get 1 more? Or should I just start? All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? This Jay Lavonne with the Red Cup Chronicles. Chronicles. The Red Cup and brewing and stuff. Oh my God! Can St. Louis be any dumber? So at first I was going to do something about toxic parenting and everything because all these kids are staying home for the quarantine. That whole school year is canceled. But somehow they still trying to get prom going so the kids won't missing out on activities and stuff. So let me see. Hold on. So, okay, so I wave. So the kids are staying at home. The parents are frustrated. The teacher are frustrated. So who gets more frustration? The teachers or the kids? I say both. But the teachers, they're a lot more frustrated because they got to raise your badass kids while you letting everything else raise the kids. And that's not fair on the teacher. That's why I always felt that teachers should have more of a salary. I come from an educator, family full of educators, so I can imagine the stories that my grandma and my aunties could have about teaching kids in different schools and everything. So when I was 15, we all went to the beauty shop. All black women, all the family go to one beautician. So this particular beautician was on, I believe, Euclid on the north side. So she was like, Jocelyn, you gonna be a teacher just like your mom and your grandma? I said, I was 15 years old. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but I said, shoot, if I could bring an AK-47 in the classroom, you're right, I would be a teacher. If I could bring a gun in the classroom, I'll definitely be a teacher. And not too long after, around the time of 15, it was around the time of Columbine. So, will I be a teacher if I could bring a gun in the classroom and let these little kids know? Or some nunchucks? Yes. Because these kids aren't beating on teachers. These kids, they wilding out worse than the teachers. Shoot, Red Cup. So, yeah, I'll be teaching. So, this whole thing about quarantine and everything just shows how some of these kids are underloved, undernourished, and everything. And you shouldn't be piling your kids on nobody. You should teach your kids foundation first. So when they go out in the world, they won't blame mama or daddy for their fuck-ups, right? So what I really, and a lot does have to do with toxic parenting, because toxic parenting, you could keep your kids away from the other parent. You could tell. It was one part, I think it was Iana, Saved My Life, right? It was this one episode of Save My Life that I saw on YouTube where the mom told the girls that their dad molested them. And they did a lie detector test and everything. All because she was mad at daddy. Turns out the daddy has never touched the girls. But the daughters were so brainwashed for like decades, to the point they believed that the dad touched them. The mama brainwashed those kids so bad. But deep in their heart, they knew that their daddy didn't do that. But the mama was pushing that narrative so hard to the point they had no choice but to believe it. All because she was mad at the daddy. All because she probably wanted the daddy back. Let me see. Wave. I should bring it closer so I can wave at the peoples. So what I really want to talk about. Oh my God. So they trying to extend the whole stay-at-home order thing. So first, there was Missouri was indefinite. We don't know when we're going to stay in our corner. We don't know how long we're going to be on government punishment, for this whole thing going on. St. Louis, we still cutting up. When it got real warm outside, everybody was at Fairground Park, not knowing that there's some deadly virus out there. And what cracked me up was the fact that Caucasians were protesting. Give us our rights. It's like being a slave. I'm like, whoa. Like being a what? We have been slaves for centuries, and we have been fighting for our rights for almost a decade. No, almost a century. Whew, sorry about that, my bad for that. 50, 60 more years. So, answer me this question. Will you lay down or block traffic for 4 minutes if one of your white people died? Because that's exactly what black people did for Michael Brown, since they let his body lay down for 4 hours. So black people blocked Highway, I believe 70, for 4 minutes as a peaceful protest, so we can remember what the hell happened to a person in our community. Are y'all willing to do that, white people, since y'all want to cry about your haircuts? So when black people be having problems, some of y'all white people be talking about black people should try harder. So this is what I'm going to say. In hindsight, and for comedy's sake, y'all crying about your haircuts? Look on YouTube. Work harder, white people. And don't get me wrong. There's some white people I like. Some white people are in my family. But it just baffled me how they're comparing this whole thing to slavery when their rights are not being taken away. Their privilege is temporarily taken away, not their rights. You don't have certain restrictions driving around neighborhoods and they pull you over just because you're white. But we do. And yeah, real talk. So when white people comparing this whole thing to slavery, I was baffled. I was so baffled. It's like sometimes when you get so angry at an issue, don't get angry unless you want to do something about it. So I get so angry at certain issues, even in real life. I just laugh at it just because you laugh. It makes the devil sad. Red cup, right? So I call this episode Trap or Die because we're trapped in our homes, not within our will. Or you could go out there, catch corona, and die. I'm not joking about this situation. I've had dear friends who lost relatives to the coronavirus. So I'm not making fun of my friends who have lost family members to the corona. Now, what I will make fun of is how people are not taking this whole thing serious. Like, people always take everything as a joke. And that's why St. Louis is one of the last cities to really progress, because y'all niggerdom is real. I don't like to, fuck it. I'm going to say the N-word because that's some nigger shit. If somebody is telling your butt to stay in the house, but you know what, sometimes when you tell somebody what to do, they're going to do the opposite. Like you say, don't touch that hot water. You're going to touch that hot water because you're fucking curious as hell. So I'm not surprised that people are getting out the house and everything, although we have been ordered to stay in the house. Honestly, I hope they keep this whole quarantine up, to be truthful, until we find a cure. Until at least we find some type of, no, I can't say vaccine, because people take flu shots and they still get the flu. So vaccines are kind of defiant if you think about it. So what I'm hoping is that before they let us go back outside, find something that could calm me down. Find something that could medicate us from this disease. And everybody thinking that corona is new. Nope. Look on your Lysol cans. I'm going to look at my Lysol can when I'm done taping myself. And, oh my God, I have a new toy called an Android. Notice I'm not holding my phone. But that's besides the point. This is a very serious situation on all communities. And as I'm watching stuff, I don't watch the news, but I still kind of keep up with it. So the governors and the mayors are arguing. The mayors want to keep the city closed so nobody won't get affected. The governors want to open more businesses. And then the white people protested by the Capitol in Jefferson City going to talk about this is slavery. I'm like, oh my God, the audacity. It's so ironic that the non-melanated people are fighting for their rights and everything. And black people, it's like technically, no, not technically, for real, we're still fighting for our rights to this day. We're still fighting for equality as African American, as the melanated people. But white people want to say they fighting for their rights. Okay, white people, are you willing to chain yourself on doors and stuff so you can get in a school as a white person in front of all black people? Are you willing to chain yourself to make some movement? Are you willing to stop traffic on Highway 70 for a slain person in your community? Are you willing to go protest up and down Florissant for the lost person in your community? Since y'all think this whole thing is slavery, nah, baby. Slavery is in the mind, first and foremost. Slavery, when people captivate the person's mind to make them believe what may be true, may not be true, may be an assumption or not. That's slavery. And for a white person to say this is slavery because a few measly weeks you're missing a haircut, child, please act like a black woman, get your hair braided, wear a wig. Like I say, shoot, white people, whenever we're down on something, try harder, you'll get there. Well, try harder, watch YouTube. Try harder. Because y'all always tell us that. Y'all always tell us that hard work will get you higher and higher. When there's a such thing as systematic racism in occupations, the harder a black person work, the more y'all want to knock a person. It's like taking one step forward, but 3 steps back. So this white people slavery thing really baffled me because you can't do shit but laugh sometimes. This is slavery because you ain't getting your hair cut. You're not doing what you want to do. Well, imagine getting pulled over because of your color. Then you could talk to me or any other black person about slavery. And don't get me wrong, I do have white buddies who agree with certain, they may not agree with my delivery, but they agree that blacks, anything that's not white is being treated unfairly. And the audacity. So they call Corona the China disease. But Chinese are mistreating melanated people. They're mistreating black people. And honey, I'm going to share a personal but not personal. I remember one time when I dated Asian man and he said something pretty derogatory. I'm not going to bring him in the energy. But you're saying that white people are good business people, but black people are jealous of you. First off, let me tell you something. You motherfuckers who are not black, let me tell you something. A black person has enough to worry on their mind. We don't give a damn about what the fuck you do. First and foremost, we got bills, we got police, we got justice, we got non-justice, injustice. We got all this stuff clouding on us. Our ancestors fought hard, but yet we still carrying our ancestors' baggage. And you still think that black people are worried about you? You give us so much energy. You emulate everything a black person do. Like, I just saw a tape when a bunch of white boys in a fraternity singing their own version of To the Wind, Get Low by Lil Jon. Fucked it up, too. So for y'all to always blaming certain things on black people, y'all sure love to copy off of us. Y'all sure love to copy. Y'all... I wouldn't say copy because you copy on a copy machine. You sure love to emulate us. Y'all getting these implants. And the only thing that y'all have, the only argument that you may have against a black woman is when we wear a weave, trying to wear her hair straight. Okay, I got an argument for that. Let me sit back a little. Ooh, I got this. And I got this little tripod. I can just move my hand. So the only argument that you really have against a black woman when we wear our weaves, we're now trying to be our natural selves. So imagine having the race that you have, and you told that you cannot wear your natural hair because it looks unkempt. So you are forced to wear weaves. You're forced to conform to their beliefs so you won't be chastised for celebrating your blackness. And I used to watch this guy named Tommy Sotomayor, and I understand him all the way, how some black people try to emulate white people too much. I think people are trying to emulate whatever they think is greater than them. It's no black, it's no white, because right now this is a whole huge gray area. Chinese people, they can't stand themselves so bad, you want to blame stuff on black people. Like, K-pop is a good example. I listen to K-pop, and they have a lot of rap references. Like this one guy named J-Pop, his type of woman, the women didn't have no booties in the video. He said, yeah, I want a woman with booty like Beyonce. And he has a huge crush on Nicki Minaj. Jay Park, look up his videos and you know exactly what I mean. He's a Vietnamese K-pop star who's from San Fran, and I think he lives in Seattle. Don't quote me on it, but follow me here. So when you all say that this is slavery because you can't get yourself together for a few weeks, imagine a black person who don't have no money to a point she got to go to a kitchen beautician, to the point she may feel that she have to wear a wig so she could fit in, but a few measly ass weeks, and you say you can't get your hair done, you need a haircut. Imagine a black man who don't have no money for a haircut to the point his beard look like fucking Wolfman Jack, but you can't get yourself together. You want to call this shit slavery? You think that you not keep yourself up is another way of your rights being taken away? You think, oh my God, y'all, people are so delusional. Really? Really? And it's like, I'll stop being so overly emotionally invested since that whole thing about Anthony Lamar Smith. You see all the white people commenting, hi, how you doing, Brian? Commenting and stuff. So you consider the fact that you can't go where you want. You're on curfew. You can't get yourself fixed. Slavery. You know what? Let me take you to a black person world. Black people in St. Louis have been on curfew for decades. You know what curfew is to a black person? Cannot drive in certain neighborhoods after 9, 10 o'clock at night without being pulled the fuck over. That's curfew to a black person. But you think that this government curfew is so damaging to you, to your whole race. Oh, let's get on this little raggedy bitch and her boyfriend on motherfucking TikTok talk about some, oh, this is how you make a nigger. No dad, no this. So ladies and gentlemen, white people, there are more black men taking care of their kids than any other fucking race. Did you know that? Do you know that there are more black men wanting to take care of their babies than any other race? But you want to make that whole thing about, oh, pour this water. And then the dumb bitch got kicked out of school. Her and her boyfriend lost all opportunity. And they want to, first the girl tried to blame her boyfriend. Then she trying to say that black people ruin her. No, bitch, you ruined your fucking self. You knew what the fuck you were doing in that TikTok about some, oh, how to make an N-word. No daddy, no job, go to jail. I saw that shit, and it was fucking trifling. It shows how miseducated the people are willing to stay. We see black people striving every day. Black women are the top earners. Black women are the top in their college classes. But you want to say, oh, we're uneducated. No, bitch, you're the motherfucker who's uneducated when you want to talk about black people. Bitch. You don't like a motherfucking cursing. You don't like me cursing. This is the wrong motherfucking lie for you. This is the wrong motherfucking web series, son. Because when I tell truth, I'm going to tell truth. I'm going to tell half truth, quarter truth, 3/4 truth. I'm going to tell all the truth. And that's why a lot of people think that black people hate each other because the way we do. But at the same time, we would talk to hate each other through the Willie Lynch letter. So it's just a big ass history fucking cycle. Real talk. but we're uneducated. Hell, when we try to pick up a fucking book, you shot us. So we either stay dumb, disguise our smartness, dumb ourselves down. And how the, oh my God, you gotta dumb yourself down just to be accepted. But this white bitch had a nerve to say that black people ruined her because she got kicked out of school. No, bitch, you made your choice. And you want to throw your boyfriend under the bus? You know right from fucking, you know right the fucking wrong. To the point when that whole thing was going on, you want to put your boyfriend under the bus. Talk about my boyfriend racist. So you know right from wrong. You know being racist is wrong. Why you gonna throw your boyfriend over the bus? The NBC special shit. The more you know. Red cup, dog. But that's the thing. Every time a white person has something going on, they always want to throw any and everybody under the bus but themselves. Like I said, I do have white people in my family, and I do have, you know, white associates and whatnot. I don't talk political at my job. I don't talk political outside my own household. And that's my motherfucking First Amendment ass right, to be honest. But there's a lot of things that go on that makes me wonder. Are black people at war with ourselves, our environment, the world, or everybody else but black people? And you would have to really, is like, you see stuff like this going on. So let me tell you about a bitch named Corona. Corona, I don't know why this disease is named after a beer that Mexicans like and everything. So let me tell you a story about a bitch named Corona. So Corona is actually around 60, 70 years old. But nobody ever knew about her because she stayed in her own little cottage. So she decided to travel around in China a little bit. She liked it. You know, she was cool. So she decided to travel to different countries. She wanted to travel the world. Even though she's 67 years old, she just wanted to travel the world before she dies, right? So she got to some of the countries, some of the states in the United States, right? So the bitch named Corona, she eventually came to St. Louis. So the first family that meets this bitch named Corona is a white family in Ladue. And it was stated that the daddy who was affected went to a father-daughter dance with his daughter because he didn't want to miss it. The mom, I think she went to the nail shop, infecting everybody else. So this bitch named Corona, she having fun because it's cold outside. And that bitch Corona, she's a winter baby. Because they first talked about that bitch Corona, senior citizen. She came out on New Year's Eve. That's winter, right? Okay. Follow me. So when this bitch named Corona was hanging out with white people, we knew about her, but we didn't know about her. So as we starting to see that Corona is coming into town, she's visiting people, she's trying to meet people. She really likes large crowds, by the way. She really liked large fucking crowds. So when Corona, she's a senior citizen, you know, senior citizens, they constantly want company. When she started chatting with black people, now she's getting more known. And now the blame is black people are more hip to her than white people. However, a white family is one of the first people in St. Louis that met the senior citizen named Corona. When the daddy, he did what he wanted to, they were not taking care of themselves when they first hung out with Corona. They thought that Corona was fine. They could turn them and everything. They didn't know that Corona, the senior citizen, who should have stayed in her little nursing home in China, who wanted to travel the world because she got old and she wanted to see some things before she died. You know, every time, you know, you make up plans on stuff that you want to do before you die. You make up a bucket list of stuff you want to do. So Corona, the senior citizen, she wanted to travel the world. Guess what? She's in United States. She's in fucking Australia because Tom Hanks. She's in China, Asia. But you know where Corona has not traveled to for real? Are they doing the hush hush? Africa. For some reason, Corona did not want to travel to the motherland because you know why? There's heat. Corona does not like heat. Remember, Corona is a winter baby. And I'm hoping you using my story tale to get what I'm really trying to talk about here. So the first people who met up with the senior citizen was white people. But it was not publicized that Corona was turning up, drinking Coronas, until black people start hanging out with her. Now they want to judge Corona in a different way and say, oh, a majority of the people who caught Corona are African Americans. Like I said, senior citizen met a couple of my few relatives and they died by her. So I'm not making fun. It's like this is serious. And Corona, when people start meeting Corona, a lot of people were ignorant to her. I'm just saying, it's just so funny how people constantly want to write the narrative. But when it comes to African Americans, you want to twist it around, create a stigma, create fear. Stigma is fear, if you think about it. If you got stigma against something, you're not going to want to fuck with it. If you got fear of something, you're scared of something, you're not going to want to fuck with it either. Candyman, Michael Myers, Jason, Pennywise, all that shit. So, red cup. So now, since Corona want to turn up with her old ass, now we got to stay at home. Me, I don't give a damn about staying home, to be perfectly honest. I do miss getting my hair done and stuff. I do miss certain things. I ain't gonna lie. Only time I step out since I work from home, only time I step out of my house is when I need to go to the store, when I need to do my essential stuff. And whoever made liquor stores an essential thing, governor, senator, whoever you are a true drunk to make liquor stores essential. Liquor kill people. See how this whole thing, that old senior citizen Corona messing with black people? To the point, alcohol is considered poison, but you make it essential. Matter of fact, I did read on YouTuber, there was a governor in Kenya, the African country, who was making care packages for those with Corona, those around his land and everything. And he was putting bottles of Hennessy in the care package. Bottles of Hennessy in a care package for Corona. I don't think that they need alcohol, but if they gonna get stressed out, you know what? Numb the pain, I guess. Numb the fucking pain. I don't know what to say. Hallelujah and stuff. So they made. And then whose idea to rob people with toilet paper? Black Friday, people are fighting over TVs, electronics. Now, Black Friday this year, people are going to fight over toilet paper. Toilet paper going to be like $10, $15 a motherfucking pack for a 4-pack. I ain't talking about the big packs. And this is kind of like comedy, but a lot of people need to start taking that senior citizen serious. And that's what happens sometimes when your grandma get old and stuff. You don't want to take her serious because she old as fuck. You need to treat that like your grandmother. Like I say, Corona has been around 50, 60 years. Person-wise, and with my little storytelling, that's a senior citizen. Over 62, 65 years old. Holler at me. So, yeah. Senior citizen want to go out. Everybody want to party. Shoot. Thank you, senior citizen. I love staying home and work. So, thank you, senior citizen. In my own messed up way. But, thank you. I can't get my hair done. I can't go out on dates. I can't go to the store freely. And then people have to wear masks. So everybody look like a surgeon without having to go to school to be a doctor. So you're looking like a surgeon. You didn't go to school to be a doctor. So basically, everybody wearing masks. It's Halloween, basically. Because you're something that you're not. See, this is why I like doing Red Cup Chronicles. I had a whole skit all about kids and how nobody cared for them. But as soon as I saw this stuff in St. Louis, and St. Louis is not the only city that's trying to open back up. Las Vegas. Oh, let's go see how people are not going to be. Las Vegas. Their mayor, governor, that woman, she's a dumb freaking blonde. She had a blind moment, and she probably had some Coke, Hennessy, to think that stuff. Texas government was like, there's more important things to do than live. Texas is a retarded state, and I reckon insurance, if you hear some of the laws in Texas, you would think twice about moving to Texas. If you hear some of the laws they have in Texas with insurance policies, you would think twice about being in Texas. Yeah, Texas, but I'm not surprised about Texas. Then Atlanta want to open back up. An overly populated black city want to open back up. Honestly, I don't feel that we should open back up to like July or August, because you need to solve the problem, and that's what's wrong with the world, period. But I'm talking about America because I'm American. We go on to different things without trying to solve the problem that's on hand. So you're trying to open your states back up without trying to solve the problem, trying to calm the whole exposure down. Because that senior citizen named Corona, oh, she kicking it. Oh, Hunty. She got everybody scared as fuck. Yeah. Should have named the disease called a country club, but what do I know? I'm just a citizen who's trying to work, make $1 out of 15 cents, pay my bills, stay with a home, not homeless, stay with food in my belly, not empty. Because one thing I do like about Corona, the senior citizen, she is teaching a lot of us how to be resourceful, get closer to God, be more hygienic, even though you should learn about your hygiene at home. Corona is also teaching people how to love one another, because you don't know when your life's going to end. And there's a thing that I've been seeing on TV. There's a year that you're born, and there's a year that you die. That dash in between that, make that dash make sense. Make it make sense. So that senior citizen named Corona, you know what? You got us. Just because of you, I may not go on a date on my birthday, but you know what? I'd rather be at home and safe as fuck on my birthday. And they talk about May 15th. Honestly, I think it's going to go longer. I think it's going to go June, July. Don't ask me why, but I just have that special fucking feeling. It's going to be around June. If I do not get quarantined on my birthday, June 24th, I would be surprised. But knowing how hard-headed St. Louis people are, we don't know. Nobody know. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm just telling you from my personal analyzation. I call Corona senior citizen because she's been around for 50 to like 60, 70 years. She just been in animals. She been in humans too, but you know what they call Corona? Her cousin influenza, the flu. Cousin flu has been around, disguised as that old lady Corona. That cousin flu been killing people. But what do I know? I was a kid who read encyclopedias as a kid. I don't know shit. I'm just another nigga in motherfucking St. Louis trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm not calling myself a nigga but that's what society will call me, because I'm black, I'm a woman, and I'm heavily melanated. It'd be different if I was light skinned, and I'm not trying to make it a light skin, dark skin thing. I'm just telling you, society will always think differently of you, no matter of your creed, your character, what you're trying to be in life. And that old lady Corona is teaching us some lessons. So during Corona, that old lady made me make a chat with my best friends from high school, and I'm the one friend that's distant. It makes me want to cherish people a little bit more, although I do cherish people, but I'm a butthead. I ain't gonna lie, in real life, I am a butthead. And my family probably tell you too. Before this live, why I made this whole live so late, because I was intending on starting it at 9 or 9:30. I was trying on my tripod, but I got to talk to my cousin. I got to see my cousin for the first time since he was born. So I was finding with family before I made this live. She even got me to work from home, and I like the relaxation, being at home and everything. I like getting off, clocking out, and then laying on my bed, watching TV. So Corona, she isn't bad. It's like one of those people who do bad stuff, but with good intentions. So you have no choice to look at good or bad of every situation with that. That senior citizen, all she wanted to do is travel from China. Maybe she was born in the United States. Then she got double duality in China and United States. And she wanted to travel around the world. She decided to come back home to the United States. But what do I know, right? Yeah, but they did say that they made Corona in the United States and they just brought it to China. Just as a social experiment. Like I say, I'm going to have to say allegedly, but follow me. Yeah. Born in America. You know, had a time in America. Her parents was kind of disappointed, so she decided to go to China for a while. She liked China, so she stayed in China for a while. She said, you know what, I'm getting old. Before I die, I want to travel around the world. But for some reason, she don't want to go to Africa because we got all the sun, all that melanin. Woo! She can't take that vitamin D, make the melanin, baby. She can't take it. She said, black people think they can't get me. They can't. Oh, they said, oh, black people don't think that they can hang with me. Let me hang with the black people, every race. Yeah. That old lady Corona. It's sad, but this is meant to teach us a lesson. And it's funny how every election year, we always got something crazy going on. We got bird flu, swine flu, all these. See, cousin flu. She be popping out at every election year. Cousin flu wanted to take a break, so Corona wanted to come through. You know, I'm just saying. Be safe. Do right. Count your karmic points. Keep God in your heart and everything. Because without God, maybe you don't celebrate God, and I get it. Without your faith in a higher power, you would never go everywhere. Your soul would never rest. So that old lady named Corona, in my little storyteller voice, because sometimes people got here in a different way, just to get what's going on. I cannot say straight up what's going on because I like to crack jokes. I like to give narratives. That's why I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller. If you hang around me in person, I'm a storyteller. So we all know now that Corona has been around for 50 to 60 years. She's a senior citizen, and all Corona wanted to do as a senior citizen before she died is travel around the world. How many old people do you hear in person talk about their dreams before they leave this earth? And they said that Corona wanted to party a little bit more second time around. As a senior citizen, she want to have her tequila, and she want to twerk it, and she want to be on TikTok shaking her titties. Yeah. One thing I do like about that old lady Corona, just like my great-grandmother, she has given me a lot of perspective about life. So, raise your red cup. Raise your cup. Raise your red cup. If you are trying to avoid senior citizens like Corona, raise your red cup if you try to make $1.15. Raise your red cup if you are tired of the media constantly lying to you and then want to ask why motherfuckers don't want to watch the news. That's why I got people like Real STL News. At least they give more real news than. And they broadcast positive and negative stuff. Not just the shootings that go on in St. Louis City. Shout out to Adrian, by the way. Yeah. Special guest at the last episode. So, my thing is, and I get calls about folks worried about Corona. Stay safe. Keep yourself covered in the Lord's blood. Keep yourself covered with the higher purpose in your spirituality. You don't have to be religious, baby. but keep yourself covered in some type of spiritual belief when you know there's a higher power. And most of all, keep yourself covered in reality. This is Jay Lavonne. I'm going to end this episode, and I will see you in 2 weeks. See all y'all in 2 weeks, honey. Raise your red cup. Goodbye. Stay safe. Cover your face up. If you don't want to, I understand, because I went to Walmart today, and I have on my mask. I had to take off my mask because I felt it was suffocating my nose. So it's understandable. But know what you're putting through with your health. Health is wealth. Without wealth, you just a poor ass motherfucking nigga. I'm just saying. So goodbye.